your forecast first. Sponsored by Natax Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
Well, take a look at this time lapse from today. Clouds were around for a good part of this morning. Some rain as well, but then we broke into that sunshine in the afternoon. This on our roofing dog on net Bratcher weather camera. Some fair weather cumulus clouds out there on what turned out to be just an incredible start to this week. Temperatures are in the mid-70s, already dipping down to the low 70s in Watsika, Danville at 73 degrees. Again, there was the cloud cover this morning, broke into the sunshine, and it's making for an incredible evening with temperatures falling down to the low 60s. 61 by 11 o'clock, but it gets even cooler than that. We're talking the 50s tomorrow morning. Yeah, it's like we've completely switched seasons after what we had on Saturday. All right, we'll talk about how long it sticks around. Coming up, WCIA 3 News starts right now.
Now on WCIA 3 News.
Recreational marijuana will be legal come the first of the year. Why some communities aren't buying the plan or selling it either.
It's already back to school for some kids. Why schools say a balanced schedule is the way to go.
You see them all over town, left on sidewalks and streets. Why those bikes are now being showing up to be recycled.
You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA 3 News at 6.
Letting everybody know that we're studying the recreational cannabis.
But that could become a reality for people throughout the state. Some towns in Illinois are trying to come up with a plan to regulate sales. Good evening, I'm Paul CICCHINI.
And I'm Jennifer Roscoe. Recreational marijuana use will become legal January 1st. The city of Monticello is holding a meeting tonight to talk about whether or not businesses can sell it. WCIA 3's Jamie Mays is live in Monticello. And Jamie, so many towns and villages and cities across Illinois are having these same conversations.
Right, that's right, Jennifer. The city administrator in Monticello told me it's a topic that he never thought he would have to address, and now he and several other officials are talking about it. They're having a meeting tonight to discuss what rules will be set in place. It's a question city officials across the state have been grappling with.
Are we going to allow retail recreational cannabis?
Monticello is having a city council meeting to figure out what regulations might be imposed.
The council is just merely going to study any and everything that we can absolutely research in order so come January 1, we may be more in a position to regulate recreational cannabis.
Rules could vary from not allowing it to be sold at all to having rules on how it's distributed.
Could involve some zoning related items like so many feet, minimum feet from a school or church, licenses, or we're going to have how many licenses available for the recreational cannabis.
Cindy Heiniger is a teacher. She doesn't want it anywhere near her town.
I think it's a pretty sad way to say, here's how we're going to solve our money problems by legalizing marijuana. I think it sends such a bad message to the kids of the community that, here, this is a good thing to do.
But the city administrator says there are some pros to allowing it.
Any tax revenue would be beneficial to the city.
But even Summers isn't totally sold.
And we're not going to sit here with our heads in the sand. We have to do something.
Now, there won't be a vote about anything tonight. There'll be a public hearing on August 19th, and then later on in August, there'll be a vote to figure out what exactly will happen. Live in Monticello, Jamie Mays, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
Jamie, thank you so much. Now, like I mentioned, they're not the only ones trying to figure out what to do. For example, village leaders in Manfield say they are not sure how they're going to handle sales, and St. Joseph is in a similar position. The mayor there says they are tackling the question at their next board meeting. A Coles County man is behind bars for possession of meth. 44-year-old Aaron French of Humboldt was also charged with unlawful use of a weapon. Mattoon police say they found him Saturday with methamphetamine and brass knuckles.
We have an update on a murder case. A man pleaded guilty today to killing another man 2 years ago. 30-year-old David Denson shot Terry Moore Jr. in downtown Champaign in August 2017. Happened after Denson threw a bottle at Moore in the parking lot behind the News-Gazette building, which started a fight. He agreed to plead guilty if the state didn't ask for a sentence longer than 40 years. We have breaking news now. Police have confirmed there was a shooting in Champaign tonight. It happened on North James Street near Eureka. Officials haven't said how many people were hurt or how badly. We have a crew on the way, and we will keep you updated. Decatur police are looking for a murder suspect they say is armed and dangerous. Police say 26-year-old Crontario Bond shot and killed Demetrius Ford a week ago. If you know where he is, you're asked to call police.
People in one neighborhood were evacuated after a car hit a gas meter. It happened just north of Urbana in the Country View Estates mobile home park this morning. Crews say they could hear a hissing sound when they got there. Those living there were evacuated as a precaution. No one was hurt. Ameren was on the scene, and we are told by police everything is cleared now. New at 6, many of you have probably seen your fair share of those teal VO bikes around Champaign-Urbana.
That's right. They are part of the program that lets you pay through an app for the time you ride. And lately, some people have been seeing a lot of them at one recycling center in Urbana. And that's where WCIA 3's Courtney Bunting is now. So, Courtney, why are there so many bikes there?
Yeah, Paul, it's kind of hard right now to see behind me, but this pile at Max Recycling is what's concerning a lot of people who are driving along North Lincoln. Now, the way this works is people bring in their bikes or any other item containing metal, and they can make money off of it. But the way this seems to a lot of people driving along North Lincoln is not the way it actually is. It's actually part of an agreement between Max Recycling and VO Ride.
We're still seeing about 3 rides per bike per day, which is really exciting.
All you have to do is find a bike, put your information in, and start riding, which means the bikes are easy to recognize, making a big pile of them easy to spot.
Yeah, a lot of people think that we're just buying them from customers, from people off the street, that we're doing something illegal.
That's a problem Max Twin City Recycling General Manager Corey Mathis is running into in Urbana. He says he's been getting phone calls almost daily with people asking where these bikes are coming from. VO Ride representatives say the answer is fairly simple.
The bikes that you've seen recycled are bikes that we've seen that have run their course or life cycle. Those bikes that have been recycled have had over 1.5 years of use.
It might be a little unsightly, but Thomas says it all goes along with the mission of the company.
We're about sustainability, that we're recycling those that we see the benefit in recycling them instead of taking them to the dump and just tossing them.
It's not about turning profit. The aluminum breakage found in the bikes makes VO Ride about 8 cents a pound. Despite how large the piles may seem, it's nothing compared to the 500 bikes out on the roads.
We're one of the best markets in the nation when it comes to bikes, so we're really proud of that, and that goes to show how much we've maintained the bikes and keeping them out and making sure that our users are riding safe bikes, but they're also riding bikes that are comfortable and enjoyable and getting them to their destination.
Now, out of those 500 bikes, about half of those are electric, and they'll start completing phasing those in. They started that phasing in April, but it will be completed within about a few months, so about 250 of their bikes will soon be electric. Reporting live in Urbana, Courtney Bunting, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
Now, Courtney, it doesn't seem like 1.5 years is very long for a bike life expectancy.
You know, they said it depends. It really can go anywhere up to about that amount till 3 years. So really, it just all depends on how they're treated.
Yeah, I guess that's a big question on a college campus, right? Courtney, thanks. All right, VO Ride is working to bring scooters to the community, too, but they're not quite there yet. They plan to start that process with city leaders in the fall.
It was one of the biggest data breaches in history. How the company is making it up to those it hurt.
Also tonight.
It's 9 weeks on, generally 3 weeks off.
Believe it or not, it's back to school where classes were back in session today.
Oof, that just doesn't seem right. It's still the middle of summer here. And I tell you, it didn't feel that much like summertime as we finally got a break. The numbers here, 80 degrees for the high, below average. Just an incredible day here with our temperatures on the Roofing Dog at Flooring America weather camera in Springfield. Talk about a cooler week ahead, but when things start to warm back up again next.